Welcome to another Overland Travellers episode. We have been extremely excited to start this next leg of the series, Arnhem Land. This part of Australia has always been a bucket list destination for us, in the sense that it's one of Australia's last truly untouched and wild areas. Situated on the east coast of the Northern Territory, it's quite a journey to even get there, and you need to make sure you have all your permits and camping sorted before going. But as you'll see in this upcoming series, it's well worth the effort. Welcome to Arnhem Land. So, where are we heading?
Arnhem Land!
This is a place we haven't been to before and we're really excited. It's a little bit trickier, I'd say, to get into in regards to permits and getting all your ducks lined up.
Yeah.
But we've managed that. We will do a video detailing that in detail.
Yeah, exactly what you need to do and whatnot.
Yep, so we're on the road in. We're not far from, we're in between Mataranka and Katherine. We've just stocked up in Katherine.
Yep.
How far is this road?
So I think the Central Arnhem Road is between 700 to 800 kilometres all the way to Nhulunbuy. We are stopping just under halfway today at a caravan park, which is the only stop that you can actually camp at along the road.
So it's a decent drive in with not many things to see on the way. But yeah, we're really excited to get in there and go to a part of Australia we've never been to before, and an area which I think is very unique in it's really untouched, and it's kind of not many people go because it's actually quite hard to get to. You're right, it's just a lizard. Holly is petrified of snakes. Anyway.
We've seen a lot this trip.
Alright, we're going to get driving. We need to get back in the car, back in the aircon, and we'll take you along. The turn-off for the Central Arnhem Road is in between Katherine and Mataranka. There are a few hundred k's of bitumen, but it wasn't long before we hit the dirt and we let some air out of the tyres. Our first stop is the Manarao Station, the only place you can stop and camp on the Central Arnhem Road. This looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does.
So this is Monaroo, and I asked how they pronounce it at the main desk. It's the only place to really stay on the road in between the highway and Arnhem Land. It's just like a service station, but they have this camp area out the back. Really nice grassy spot. Got this beautiful lagoon here. Bit of a deck. It's all quite nice. It's quite nicely set out. So yeah, it should be a nice afternoon.
How good is grass?
Oh, love a bit of grass on a campsite. It's one of the number one things to make a campsite just a little bit better.
So it was $30 for the night for us to stay here. I'm not sure what power it is. Maybe just check the rates. We didn't book ahead, but we were able to get a spot easily, so maybe just call if you want powered before coming.
If it looks like we've moved spots, that's because we have. Unpowered is to the left, powered's to the right. We're in the powered. But it's still really nice down here. We've still got a spot right next to the river. And there is a swimming hole here apparently, like a spring-fed swimming hole that is totally safe to swim in. So we're gonna have a look at that. So this little ladder is for this swimming hole, which I think you used to be able to swim in, or usually you can. But at the moment, he said it's a bit murky and there's a 3-metre freshwater crocodile in. Freshies aren't as dangerous, but he said, oh yeah, he's a bit old and grumpy, so...
do some damage.
I was like, yeah, I think I'll give that one a pass. So there's another swimming hole further on, so we'll keep having a look.
So we're not 100% sure if this is it, but there is a bit of a beach area.
There's footprints.
There's footprints, the water's clear, it's running.
And it's not deep.
Yeah. Matt's like sitting in
Barely
the water.
knee deep.
Yeah, so I don't know, we've walked so far upstream. We put the drone up to see if we could see anything, and we were both a bit confused by the directions. Listen carefully if they tell you where to go.
We haven't listened carefully at all today. We just went to the wrong camp spot. Didn't listen about this. All I was thinking about was a 3 metre freshie. But there's no 3 metre freshie here. We're all good.
Yeah, to be honest, I think we were all both a bit frazzled. The drive-in was pretty slow going. Pretty rough road so far, windy, heaps of washouts, road damage from wet season. So yeah, if you are coming in, make sure you take that into consideration, especially if you're towing.
We've just got back from our lovely swim, and if it looks like we've moved for a third time, that's because we have. We were over there just before, and Holly's like literally looking over and she's like, it looks grassy over there. And I was like, I was saying, why don't we go over there when we were parking? You're like, no, this is... Anyway, so the grass is greener on the other side. Holly has decided, and we've moved. And maybe this is where we stay for the night?
This is where we stay for the night. Thank you.
Lucky it's so easy to move the car while it's all set up. We can literally move the whole thing while it's set up.
Yeah, it's good. For dinner tonight, Caesar salad and quiche.
Yum. It was a beautiful, cool and foggy morning. We got going early and the drive had plenty of wildlife, some native and some not so native. So one thing that's really surprised me on the Central Arnhem Road is just how rough it is. It's very slow going. You know, I was expecting something like maybe the PDR or even a bit more of a straight run, but it's not. It's very windy, it's hilly, it's rocky, it's very corrugated in some sections. So yeah, towing, you'd be very, very slow going. Doing this leg today, 450 something Ks, yeah, I reckon it would take some people a fair while. So yeah, it's quite surprising. I think it's something just to take note of if you're planning on doing this road. It's going to take you a while to do it.
When you see a 40.
Another 40 series just on the side of the road. That was a cool old ute. It's a HJ45, had the style side tub and everything. Yeah, it's a shame, all rusted out and all the good bits taken off it from people passing by, I'd say.
Hello everyone. So it's a bit windy just at this point in time. We've just pulled over for lunch. We've been driving for about 4 hours today. We've done just under 300k, so it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a while. I'd say sort of the second half of the road is a lot better.
Yeah.
This morning, yeah, really rough, windy. As I said on camera, it did get a bit more straight,
Bit more
easy
smooth.
going, a bit smoother.
Just
less
corrugations,
rocks.
less rocks. Yeah.
So it gets better, but you still have to sort of watch what you're doing with dips and floodways and stuff.
Yeah. So we've got about another 200 k's to Nullarbor. We probably won't head all the way in there today. It's a Sunday, so I don't think much will be open. And then tomorrow's NT day, so public holiday here. So we'll probably head in on Tuesday and just go straight to our campsites tonight.
After a quick lunch, we finished off the last few hundred k's of the Central Arnhem Road, which got better the closer we got. Our camp for the night was about 40 k's out of Nullarbor at Leitrim River. G'day, we've just pulled up at Leitrim River here. We're on site number 4 that we've booked.
Yeah.
We've done 485 k's today, so a pretty big drive on a dirt road, pretty rough in sections.
We left at 7:30 and it's now 2.
So yeah, it's taken us quite a while.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of space here. It's absolutely huge.
So one thing we will mention is when we went to book, we booked really late. We'll obviously go through what you need to do in a rundown video, but in booking in booking all of these camp spots, we literally just picked whatever was available.
So, people when you're filming, they're just like, and they just don't stop looking at you the whole time. Just like keep staring at you.
Alright, so what I was saying is essentially we just booked whatever was available. So we don't know what any of these spots are like, so we're just winging it.
You can see. Yeah, there's people swimming up there. Awesome. I reckon we're going to go for a little swim here. It's pretty obvious if there's going to be a croc here. You can see. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Bit dusty.
Yeah, this red dust just sticks to you.
It stains
like
everything.
Just get someone here. You just. It was getting hot, so after setting up camp, we went to the creek to have a swim. It was beautifully clear and we really enjoyed the very well placed and high rope swing.
Also, if you're in the market for a new stubby, we have heaps of these ones.
Oh yeah,
Magnetic.
Can hold a whole can on the troopy. We've got a fair few in stock. We've got little troopies, and it's got all the cars in our trip. So it's got Junior, Elsie and Bertha on it. That's
This morning we are on our way to Cape Arnhem. Now you need to judge Cape Arnhem with the tide times because you do drive along the beach. It's low tide for us at 10 a.m. It's currently 7:30. It's about an hour and a half out there, apparently a bit of a four-wheel drive track, so yeah, we'll take you along. Excited to see what it's like. Apparently it's one of the most popular spots to camp.
The track to Cape Arnhem had plenty of nice views at the top, and it turned into a sandy coastal track with a few very small water crossings. The sand on the beach was quite soft, so make sure your tyre pressures are nice and low.
Welcome to Cape Arnhem.
It's pretty beautiful here, so yeah, it was a nice little four-wheel drive track in. Definitely check the tide times though, because I can see you getting caught out if you're in on high tide.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need offline maps because there are tracks that go everywhere. So yeah.
We just sort of went the most driven one and we got here, so just try and keep an eye out for that.
It's a beautiful spot. If you're not camping out here, you do need a day permit to get here as well. Yeah, it's stunning. We might get the drone up, show you guys around.
Might go for a little swim.
Yeah.
It's crystal clear seawater here.
And it's quite calm here on the other beaches. It was very open and very rough.
Yeah, it's a nice little protected bay here actually. It's quite windy over the other side, very rough. This is really nice. So I reckon, yeah, we'll have a look.
So we've just come down to Goanna Lagoon, which is right near where we were camping last night. You just take the road forks and you just go to the left. Just come down here. This is another swimming spot, quite popular. It has this little cascading waterfalls with these rock formations, which you can swim in. And again, it's crystal clear. You can see the bottom, so it's quite safe.
Hello everyone. So we've got the troopy here. Check this out. And that's camp. So we're right on Giddy River campsite. We've just pulled up in this little section here. We've got the waterfall. We've got this little cliff here. It's absolutely magical. One thing that's surprised me about Arnhem Land so far is how good the camping has been. Really good little swimming holes that are safe. Really close to the campsites that we've been at so far. I just didn't really know what to expect because you sort of wonder, oh, it's so hard to get into, it's so much effort. You kind of, it's a small area and you think, oh, is there going to be, things to do? Is there going to be plenty to see? And there's heaps to do and see. There's just beautiful spots like this. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. It's been a real pleasant surprise. Yeah, we're just going to do a bit of filming this arvo for you so you can check out the area. And we're going to put a bit of dinner on and just relax.
Enjoy. How cool is this?
What do you reckon about this spot?
It's pretty cool. Very cool.
Oh wow, bit of a squall coming through. We're just cleaning our teeth, car's packed up and then it's just come through. Couldn't get in the car room because, well we could, but it's just all packed up. There's so much dust running off the car.
Good morning everyone. So we had a beautiful night last night in front of the river frontage there with a bit of a waterfall.
What a camp.
Yeah, it was
What an
really
awesome camp.
it was really cool. So that's camp 2 at Giddy River. If you want to stay, there's only 3 camps out here. As Matt mentioned yesterday, you get your own toilet and you are literally feel like you're by yourself. We only saw one car go down to camp 3 yesterday afternoon and that was it. So
And that's something we were saying yesterday about Arnhem Land that's awesome, is because the numbers are so restricted, there's just not many people here. It's just not busy
quiet.
at all. Like, it's great. Yeah.
So this morning we are heading into Nullarbor, so we're going to take you along with us. We haven't been in yet, so we're excited to see what Nullarbor is like. There's apparently a beautiful art centre, which we're really excited to go to.
We're in danger of spending some money there, I think.
Oh yeah, very dangerous. Yeah, so we'll take you in, and then we're camping back out here again tonight at Giddy River, but at camp number 3, so again it'll look different.
So you can see here, we just watched some locals. They look like they're with the uni. take some bark off the tree. I'm pretty sure this is how they get the bark off for art, and they paint on it and things like that. So yeah, pretty interesting to see, and you can see trees everywhere that they've been doing it. Yeah, it's cool. After seeing how the bark was taken off the tree, we had to go and have a look at the art centre in Yirrkala, and it was well worth the visit. G'day everyone, we just got back from a little bit of a sightseeing trip into town, so we went to Nhulunbuy, Gove and Yirrkala. All really interesting. The art centre at Yirrkala was amazing. We bought 4 artworks.
But the cool thing about these artworks, they're completely different to anything we've ever purchased before. They're traditionally, all the artworks are traditional, done on bark. They have
Larachi, which are sort of like a totem, kind of a pole. They look a little bit like a didgeridoo or a yidaki, but they are a hollow sort of totem, but more just for an art piece.
Yeah.
So we got one of those.
And 2 weaving kind of sculptures.
Yeah, so they're like naturally dyed, and then they're woven sort of these circular patterns.
They make baskets, like all types of things.
But the art centre is absolutely incredible. If you're in the area, you'll be doing a massive disservice to yourself if you didn't go. So
we spent 2 hours in there.
Or even jump online and have a look, because everything's online and you can purchase an artwork. Very unique part of the world, I suppose, and even really unique art in Australia.
Just so traditional as well.
Yeah, it's really, really good to see. We love going to the art centres in those kind of places. So yeah, Nhulunbuy is really well serviced as well. If you need supplies,
fuel, woolies.
Yeah, really, really good facilities there. Just going to chill out for the arvo. We're back at Giddy River on site 3. Probably have a little nap, then we'll go for a little swim, and then we will do some work.
Yeah, there's rock pools down this end of the river, so it's safe.
Yeah. We had a look at a few sites in the area. First off was Macassan Beach. You can camp here if you're interested. We moved on and checked out Rainbow Cliffs, then had an early dinner and treated ourselves to a counter meal at the Gove Boat Club. I could really settle in here for a few days at the caravan park.
Pretty good.
Looks bloody good. It's like salsa looks nice.
Yeah.
After dinner, we headed out to our camp for the night, Little Bondi Beach, which is 4-wheel drive access only.
Well, this is going to be home for the night. As I mentioned, if you do come to Little Bondi, it is beach camping, but they only allow 4 vehicles down here for the night. So there's already 3 of us here, so we're only potentially expecting 1 more, which is pretty cool, and you just pick your own spot. We'll get the solar blankets out because we need to top up our batteries a little bit. Yeah, it's quite a nice spot. It'd be beautiful if it wasn't windy. It'd be absolutely stunning, but it's still quite nice regardless.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone. So, sunrise this morning.
Yeah, we had a lovely sleep here. Pretty loud, the waves, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a beautiful spot. Yeah, it's nice sleeping on the beach. There was a really cool breeze, so it was lovely.
The good thing about it was, I think if we had option to go somewhere else, we probably would have, but it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's great. I loved it.
So we're here again tonight. Our plan today, we probably don't have heaps to do.
We wanted to do a cultural tour as well, but they didn't have any bookings available.
And also the cultural tour in this area only runs on a Saturday.
Yeah, so we missed that, but we thought, well, we're in Arnhem Land, so we want to do something a little bit different. So we're going over to, is it Bremer Island?
Bremer Island.
Yeah.
And we're going to be staying at Banu Resort.
Yeah, we're just going to stay there for a night, go to the restaurant, check out the island, and it's a boat over, and we had to get a plane back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were like, all right, well, why not? So we're only in Arnhem Land, this one time, so might be a while before we come back. So might as well do all the things while we can.
Exactly. So that's tomorrow. That's really exciting. I'm keen for that. So today we'll just kind of be relaxed, get sorted for that.
Set up Starlink, we've got
Yeah.
a few meetings, a few people to contact, and yeah, just hang out for the day.
Yeah.
The day was pretty uneventful for us, but not every day needs to be busy. I think it's pretty important to take the time to slow down once in a while. It's something we don't do enough. We're keen to travel like this more in the future.
Explain that mash.
Bit of Deb instant mash. We've first time we've really tried it in our travelling kit. It is bloody easy. All I can say is just add a bit more water than it says to on the packet because it's very gluey without it.
It's alright, but
It's
it's just convenient.
yeah, it's very convenient. It's super, and I mean it lasts. So
Not our finest work, but hey.
we've cooked better things. This is one of our more average meals we've made. We're actually watching Sailing the Vagabond right now. I've been watching them for years. They still produce some of the best content there is. They're amazing. That dinner was bloody delicious.
Pretty tasty considering it didn't look that good.
Yeah, considering it was a bit of an average looking dinner, it actually turned out really well. So that's one of our dinners we have if it's really windy. If you've toured around before, you've gone for a drive, or listened to camp, whatever, you know that wind's a bit of a killer when you want to cook. So having the little 12 volt travel buddy oven, being able to cook the
We call them Kevin's.
Yeah.
Kiev's.
I even forgot the name. The Kievs, and then the induction as well works really well with wind, because there's no flame or anything like that. So that's our windy meal out in the Deb, which is just the boiling water in the jet boil, which again is really good in wind. So it's good to have a windy meal. So that's one we can recommend.
Another good one is those like camp dehydrated meals. They're great.
Yeah, they're
They're
amazing.
actually pretty tasty. They're just expensive.
Pretty good. They're just expensive. Yeah.
But they're good to have it as a backup, kind of.
Comment below. What is your windy meal? If you've got one, if you know what we mean. What do you have when it's windy? What do you have in storage? You know?
Rain's fine. It's just wind.
Wind.
Wind is the killer.
All right. Well, we might get back to Sailing the Vagabond. Finish our beers.
And then maybe call it a night.
Tomorrow we're going on an island.
And I'm very excited.
Get up
I'm excited to
early.
do
We've got a
something
boat.
different, sleep in a different bed.
Yeah, I know. Have a proper shower and
Yeah.
it's always good fun. Novelties.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. The setup has been fantastic during this Arnhem Land leg of the trip. These windy beach days makes us really appreciate being able to get inside the troopy to cook and relax. We were up bright and early to make it back to Gove to get the boat to Bremer Island. It's going to be fun. I'm keen.
Yeah.
Bremer Island is located northeast off Arnhem Land and takes about 40 minutes to get via boat. The island has a rich history in trading, and in 2005 the Yolngu people granted a 25-year lease to develop a low-impact resort on the island called Banu Resort. The owners share the island's history with guests and respect the locals still living on the island. You can do a day trip to the island or stay overnight in their eco tents like we did.
So this is our home for the night?
This is pretty nice.
It is quite nice.
It's just like it's a tent, essentially. Well, it's a bit more than a tent, obviously.
Bit of like an eco tent thing.
Canvas wall kind of thing. But yeah, really nice, really, well appointed. Coffee machine,
Beautiful view of the beach, a fan.
Yeah, beach right there. It's actually really cool.
Show you the bathrooms. Shower. Flushing toilet. How good. So we just popped up to the restaurant and kind of got a run through of what you can do on the island. There's quite a few walking tracks. You can snorkel. There's kayaks that you can hire out for the day. There's nesting turtles.
The menu on the restaurant looks bloody good.
It does, yeah. Lunch is I think 11 till 2, dinner 6 till 8, and then I think breakfast is included for us tomorrow as well.
I think it's just a nice place just to relax and chill out. We've
quite-
been touring around for a while and been camping. You just want to treat yourself a little bit. Good option.
Yeah.
Just got a couple of cocktails, ordered lunch. How nice. What do you reckon?
Pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Well, we have had an absolutely lovely time here.
It's been absolutely beautiful. Would highly recommend it. If you can get over for a day trip, do that. If you can stay, definitely do that.
It's just nice if you're travelling around, like, camping and touring, just have like one night and something like this. Food was great last night at the restaurant.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining right now. Shout out to Kylie and Maddie. They were awesome. We just sort of met another couple last night. The only other people in the island. It was just the four of us being waited on hand and foot. So
I know, it was amazing.
cool it was really, really good.
Yeah, so come.
What are we doing today? We're getting out of Arnhem Land, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know, it's such a shame, especially now that we've met people who live here, but we're going to come back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, they're like, we can take you out, we can go here, we can go there. Anyway.
We'll come back.
Next time.
Yeah.
We've got things to do.
Yeah, so we're flying out today, which will be fun too.
Yes, we had to take the plane out, so all right. Smelly Bellies, New South Wales, Sydney vlogger.
You're the pilot now.
Yeah, I'm the pilot. The flight takes about 10 minutes to get back to Gove Airport. This is organised by the staff at the resort and is a great way to see East Arnhem Land from the sky. Well, everyone, thanks for watching our little Arnhem Land series. We're back in the land of reality now, down south. Kind of wish we were back there at the moment,
I
to be
know,
honest.
watching back that footage really makes me want to go back up there.
I know. So we said at the start of this video, at the start of the series, that we we're going to tell you about the permits that you need to get into Arnhem Land, because there is a few sort of ducks you have to line up in a row to ensure that you're going to be able to get in there.
Exactly.
Probably one of the first things I would say is book well in advance. Holly and I...
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't. We booked like literally
booked
days before.
The week we were going, and everyone is amazed that we were able to book and get enough spots.
Yep.
We ended up booking, I think, 5 or 6 nights just in camp spots where there was availability,
Yeah,
which
like
is
consecutive nights. There was
unheard
one
of.
spot left in consecutive nights at sort of each camp spot we kind of wanted to go to. So it was just super lucky it worked out. Book months in advance. I know people do. They book 6 months in advance plus.
Yeah.
So really get onto it early if you want to get in there.
In terms of getting in there, you do need permits, and you need permits to be able to book. So you need to start with your...
Permits for your permits.
You need permits for your permits. It actually is really easy to get everything online, super duper easy. Go to the East Arnhem Land website, which is eastarnhemland.com.au. There's all the information on that website, and it has the exact sites that you need to go to. To get your road permit to get into Arnhem Land and to Nullarbor, you need to get your permit through the Northern Land Council. Again, there's a link straight to that. You set up an online account and you apply for the permit. Then you need to get your camping permits. And in order to get your camping permits, you need your road permit to be approved.
Yes. And you can get your camping permits through the Dimaroo Land Council, or Aboriginal Land Council, which the TO's the area out there. So that's the order you have to do things. It's probably sounds a little bit more complicated than it is. It's actually not too bad on the website.
Essentially, you just set up online accounts, you select where you want to camp, you get approval for your road permit, which will come through on email, and it is fairly straightforward. It is, you do have to pay money for it. I'll put how much our road permit was on screen here, and then camping was about $30 a night, I think.
The campsites are really good. They're well appointed. They're private. You're by yourself. There's very few numbers, so you do feel nice and remote. Great camping.
Yeah.
And we loved it.
Yeah, as we said,
amazing.
Yeah, we just booked our camp spots with whatever availability there was. And yeah, like we couldn't fault any. We wouldn't necessarily recommend any over the others. So if you get the opportunity to go, try everything out. Go and stay everywhere. You also need permits to access certain spots within Arnhem Land as well. So make sure you check that out. But as we said, all the info is on that website. Yeah,
so get out there, see it. Thanks for watching. I hope this series helped you to, learn a bit more about it and see what's out there to do.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. We absolutely loved it. We can't wait to get back there. Anyway, well, is that it?
Yep. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.